everybody. It's Monday morning. I have some sad news. My son's dog is Rose. And she is a big old, beautiful pit bull, gentle as a lamb. Loves everybody, and everybody loved her. When I'd go to his house, she always greeted me, and it looked like she had just a big old grin from ear to ear, great big. Well, she hasn't been eating like she normally does. She usually just gobbles down her food, you know, and then runs to go outside and runs when she gets outside and plays. She hasn't been doing it like that for a while. Not a long time, for sure. So he kept telling me, he said, I'm going to have to take her to the vet. And he found a vet that was open on weekends. Which is unusual. I didn't know any of them were here, and I think this is open almost 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm not quite sure, but anyway. He told me the day before, no, I'm not going to take her. I didn't take her. And then Sunday morning, he said, I'm going to go ahead and take her to the vet. And I said, well, you need to know that everything's fine. You just need to be sure of it. So he took her in around noon or so, and shortly he called me and said they x-rayed her and they found a tumor on her spleen, either on the spleen, in the spleen. I'm not quite sure of that. But that they would do surgery, and surgery was scheduled for 5 o'clock that afternoon. And then he texted me, said they're taking her in. So this was about 5. They're taking her into surgery, you see. So not too long after 5:30, he called, and the vet had called him. And when they started the surgery, they found a malignant tumor, and it had spread all over. It's what I think term he used, or they used. And so she wasn't going to make it. Later on that evening, he put a post about her on his Facebook page, because he had a lot of friends that loved her, and she loved them too. And one of the statements he made, she won't be coming home. I mean, that just hit me like a, you know, grief is not just a feeling, a mental feeling. It's a physical feeling too. And I know y'all who have experienced grief know what I'm talking about. When there is a knot that seems to just well up in your chest, right here in your ribs, just wells up into a ball. It's you can't even explain, but you recognize it as grief. You recognize that feeling because you've had it before. And when it's a beloved pet, somebody that that's with you every single day, that greets you in the morning, that you have gotten so much joy from just being around that beautiful animal, and the love that animal gives to you. You have a hard time even accepting that news. You don't want to accept that news. I just saw her Thursday. I went in and she greeted me at the door like she always does. That big old smile and that tail and that rear end just a moving back and forth, so excited to see you, just whip, whip, whip with that tail. And I went out and sat on the deck with her. And she liked to lay in the sun out there on that deck. And I'm thinking, but this can't be Thursday. I was just with her Thursday. She looked so healthy. She looked so wonderful. She was so beautiful. And she's gone. And God bless Brian's heart. He loved her so, so much. Grief is the price we pay for abundant love. But oh, the joy that we get for as long as we can. So fly high, dear wonderful Rose. You will be missed greatly. And I hope you knew how much you were loved. Thanks for listening. Y'all have a good day.